Hey, it's me, Doof, and this is fiction.
Wouldn't you know it, more Blood Bowl has been had. This time with injuries. And
Lots of injuries, but not all the Blood Bowl this time. There's still a couple games left to go.
you can see everybody who won or drew. Greeny Weenies and Rats Off to you still underway. That's fine. You've got time, as well as Rodhood and Bark Brothers.
Yeah, Rodhood and Bark Brothers, they've scheduled themselves on Rebel.net. They're tomorrow.
Fantastic.
But
We'll see who's right. What was the predictions?
you said it was going to be a draw,
A draw
and
for
I
gold.
said it was going to be a Golgothan win because
And
one turning,
yeah, that's
and
true.
Holz's team is suffering so far this
I've
season.
recently remembered the bullshittery that is one turn natural
Yeah.
bastards.
It's the two teams that are definitely like in the worst shape going head to head, but one of them has a natty one turner and one of them does not. So
Thanks for the follow, Mr. 130. What up? I should probably turn those off with the recording. Oops. Oh well. We got the other ones. I think we both said Bark Brothers were gonna win.
we did both say Bark Brothers were going to win.
Yeah, we talked about it right before the stream, so that way I could look good. I didn't know shit. Doof's the note taker.
It's my job.
All right, so check out the leaderboard. I guess we've got Mr. 130 sitting top still on his throne of wins,
Yeah,
undefeated.
I think we've hit the point where we can start to actually draw some conclusions from
Starting
the
to take
leaderboard.
a little bit of shape coming up now.
And 130, looking to be a front runner.
It seems he has a really good elf team and he's using it. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
That said, he is not the only undefeated coach still left in the division.
It's true. The Riderhood's
we-
got a chance.
Yeah, they have to beat Zug first, of course. But if they win, then we got a race for first in the division.
Which I think last week Zug tuned in for a little bit. He looked like he was getting a little diced, so that could happen again to keep the
Yeah,
dream alive for Galactic.
but even if he draws or loses, there's four coaches up at the top that I have my eye on as being kind of the contenders.
Yeah.
I would say.
And basically, if you stay in the top four, we're probably gonna expect more from you.
It's true.
I think that's the way this league's shaping up. I mean, if we get week 8, 9, 10, 11, or whatever, and there's a lot of similar records, like between 3 and 9 or something, like everybody's just got the same record, then that'll be very interesting, and we might have to change our opinions.
Very true.
Let's go back over to mostly expired memes, the Jacksons, the Baldwins. Did we get this right? We predicted a draw or nah?
We did. We predicted a draw,
Hey.
and Cake and Nooms did not disappoint us. So this game started out, the Wood Elves, they did Wood Elf things and scored, but they were forced to score on turn 4 after some pretty nasty attrition from the Undead. Cake rolls it back in, scores. It's 1-1 at the half. Then it's Cake's turn to push it up, and he tries to get it up the field, but his ghoul snakes a dodge after a little bit of back and forth, and a War Dancer just kind of scoops the ball up, runs it in. Cake gets the ball back and is forced to play for the tie. That said, if you haven't looked at Nooms' team yet,
This is a lot of grayed out players.
Cake did some things to Nooms. So whoever Nooms' opponent is next week is going to be very grateful.
Are any of these perms?
I
Look
think
like
and
MNGs to me.
but yeah,
Can just kind of,
that's still,
I don't know. For some reason, I can just tell. It's like these are all MNGs, and then I look
That's-
at them.
it's-
It's like, oh, they're actually MNGs.
yep, it's
Wow.
over 300k of developed Wood Elf on the sideline. So
Which is, he's 300 up from 1,000 and that's 300 more. So he's like halfway down trimming from his start point.
Yeah.
Feels rough.
He'll get some inducements, and he's still got plenty of good players left, but no dancer ball is not fun.
Cake, on the other hand, has 2 ghoul levels up, and one of them on his star ghoul, so that's nice. Let's see what happens there.
Yeah, I wonder if he's hiding those, or if he just hasn't rolled them yet.
Yeah, who knows? I forgot. There was somebody last week who was waiting on a level up, and I've since forgotten which team that was. And we were gonna be like, oh, it'll be interesting to find out if that's a stat up. And now,
yeah,
I don't know. Well, I guess is a stat up, we'll see it and be like, hey, is that new?
Yeah.
Flinging fun. Revenge of the Referees. I'm gonna give you all.
So this is the big oof of the week, but it's a sympathetic big oof, because Mr. Christie is missing a hole. There's a hole in his team there that you can see.
A hole.
Yeah. So Sancho Carrot, I think, was the name.
Yeah.
He was a plus move wrestle something else playing, but he was apparently one of the only OGs left on the team.
I remember him having a shitty face too, so that's probably
he had the little stupid mustache.
Yeah, this guy's same face, I think, red beard.
Yeah, exactly. Wrestle plus movement jump up. That was it. So he was a good fling.
There you go.
And now his watch has ended.
It's okay. But, he still got Twiggy.
So in this game, it was violent. They kind of beat the crap out of each other.
Blood Bowl.
It was fling armor, but then armor 8 breaks plenty, especially when the trees are getting 3 mighty blow hits a turn. But the flings were forced to score on turn 4. They did do a nice.
Are not to be trifled with, man. You gotta watch.
They are not.
Fuck out.
They are not. But the flings were forced to score too early. Mr. Christie drew the Apo to save Lotho Cotton from a badly hurt, just to keep him on the field and try to win. But unfortunately, that did mean Sancho Carrot had nothing protecting him.
They're still just halflings.
Yeah, Mr. Christie did almost kill Dave Hebner in return, which is the Agility 4 Claw Mighty Blow block beast.
That would have been juicy.
Apo turned it into an MNG, so...
No love for Yuji Shimada. We don't care what kind of injury you rolled. So
nah, I forget. He's a rookie. Who cares?
About regular.
Yeah.
Sons of Sam color confusion 2-1. Oh, forgot to say. Did we predict that correctly for the Chaos win?
No, we both predicted Mr. Christie.
Damn.
And
I think that was probably just
/
hopeful.
Captain Bubsy said he felt called out in chat in Discord afterwards, and then I told him prove us wrong, and he did.
There you go.
So. That's we will admit we were wrong.
That's
revenge of the referees.
It's not so much a case against Bubsy's talent so much as we just want to see Twiggy kill everything.
It's true. Because Bubsy's in second right now, pending the result from the Rotherhood game. So I think he's legit.
At the very worst, he'll be third.
Yeah. But back to Sons of Sam versus Color Confusion. Elves took Eldril and a Wizard. The Orcs just muscled their way up the field with Pro Elf attempts to break in to the cage, but just didn't really go anywhere.
Can't break into a Strength 4, 4 black, 4 guard, even a Strength 5 one in there just for kicks and giggles. That's a cage you're not busting into.
Yeah, it was tough. The Wizard was a dud, which just made it worse too. Hey. That said, it was pretty minimal attrition in return to the Pro Elves, so they were pretty happy, I think, with how the half went. But then Caps, the thrower, continued to kind of this trend of being terrible. He failed his pass for the score, which allowed Teton the chance to try and recover. Elves did do elf things to score, but because of the breakdown, they had to score super early, and the Orcs just grounded out.
Yeah, it didn't look. Yeah, there's not really any damage that I can tell here.
It was Eldril's sideliner proved his name. I think he went out like turn 9, and on after it was 1-1, that was when the pro elf luck kind of ran out and the removals started to stack up. Mostly KOs, but still, it was removals at that point in the game.
There you go.
And we both said Sons of Sam, and we were correct.
Good old orc intuition. Trusting in the orcs, whether it's logical or not.
It's true.
Gotta
look out for our boys.
We're still waiting on that one. We covered that. Crawdad is coming in versus the Torture Club. Did we predict the draw here?
So I picked Crawdad, you picked Torture Club, so neither of us were right on this one.
Both fucked it up.
We did. So Torture Club had Borak and a bribe, which I thought was a pretty good selection. The humans took the offense first. The Nurgle pushed back. They KO'd the catcher, but Rock Lobstrosity broke through on the sideline, scored on turn 4. In response, Troop just kind of sliced through their defense. Mirepoix did kill. I forget which one it was. It was one of the really nice goats. Let me look at Troop's team real quick here. It was Dr. Okasan, who's the Agility 4 leaping wrestle tackle goat. Obviously, he's fine. Regen did a thing. Truk scored to tie it up 1-1 at the half. And then it just kind of was big old scrum in the center for the second half.
I'm actually surprised one of these teams didn't pull ahead with the W. They both had great teams, many options you could have had, but I don't know.
Rock Lobstrosity's defense in the second half, I felt, was very good. It was helped a little bit by Truk snaking a GFI on like turn 13 or 14.
That'll do it.
But he only had to make a GFI because Rock Lobstrosity pushed the ball carrier back almost to his own end zone. So
there you go.
It was.
And about the next game, we're all tragically disappointed to see that the last place team didn't upset the first place team.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we both expected. We picked Conquering Your Fears, and we were right. The Khemri took Ramtut and Benoin, who I did not know was a star player until I saw him take the field. And I was like, why do the Khemri have an elf?
What is that one? I'm not familiar.
He's a 7/3/7 elf, which I assume means he's supposed to be like an undead elf, but they just use the elf runner model and give him like skull paint. And he's got a whole bunch of pass skills. And
I see.
Is somewhat of an interesting.
It's one thing you don't have enough of on Khemri is pass skills.
Yeah, but I think
he does have G3 pass is a little bit better though. Yeah,
well, the catch is the problem there.
Giving an G3 catch that could open up some plays, sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but no, I think he has sure hands and he's movement 7 and agility 3, so I could see what Prozoc was going there. Just like I need.
The elves are definitely going to score, so I need to make sure I can at least get one score back. And didn't happen.
And 130. He does have dump off as well. He's got like every pass skill except Hail Mary pass. It's weird. Anyway, back to the game itself. 130 played pretty aggressive at first, really trying to get in, which led to 2 level 3 linemen dying.
Oof.
I forget which each of them had, but they had some variation of, block or wrestle, dodge, something like that.
Yeah, they've got money blow.
Yeah, he plays a little more passively after that initial blitz of violence. Oh, they were the LOS blocks T1. There you go. So
you can't get much more aggressive than just setting 3 people standing there waiting.
Yeah, and here's the problem that 130 has, where he has to put something valuable on the line because all of his team is valuable. Also, if you couldn't tell, I skipped ahead to turn 2, which was a mistake, clearly.
Apparently. Called out.
But Prozoc caged up really strongly with all the Tomb Guardians, but he didn't really push hard for field position.
Apparently throwers aren't important on high elf teams.
Yeah.
Known for passing, but more so the passing is just to get it to your catchers.
Yeah, it's true.
Rip.
Mr. Christie, trees don't count. But it was basically when they did make their move, it was a little bit late, and 130's leaping blitzer found a 1-die, knocked the ball loose, the elves got it. They weren't able to score, but they were able to stop the Khemri score, and that's
Yeah.
kind of all they needed.
That's yep.
So, you know, elves did elf things in the second half.
Khemri have one turn to do agi plays, it's usually not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was kind of it. The Prozoc was never going to stop the elf score. He did cause some damage in the process, as we saw. The thrower already is now AV7. 130. I feel your pain. My thrower as of this week is also AV7. So, you know, big ups. But yeah, that was it for the week.
Okay. Well, let's look at next week.
Ooh.
Golgothan versus some flings.
Some fun matchups this week.
So a lot of rats are going to have tree problems, but then they're also just going to be annoying. For once, they'll be strength up versus halflings.
Yeah, so
I think Golgothan's going to win this one. Sorry, Mr. Christie.
Yeah, it's the only reason I'm also picking Golgothan here is the one-turner. So if the one-turner dies this week, I'm gonna amend my prediction.
That'd be beautiful.
But until he dies, like the flings just, rats are not a good matchup for flings.
Flings have a difficult one-turn. Rats have a fairly simple one-turn, especially with a natural one-turn, which I'm always in favor of dying because it is actually game-breaking.
Yep, it's natural one-turner is almost automatic. Not quite, but almost.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and that's Mr. Christie has to pick
a couple of cheap teams here.
Yeah, no, Master Christie can't even get Deep Root, I think, unless he's willing to burn his entire bank.
I'm guessing it'll be even cheaper next week, but
yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
But yeah, so Golgothan, I think, has this one.
All right. Next up, we got mostly expired memes and the Sons of Sam.
Ooh. These are two coaches that I think are excellent coaches in their respective races.
Versus Orcs. Orcs and Undead. That's going to be interesting.
I mean, normally I would favor the Orcs in this matchup.
Because Orc.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just not Mr. Christie. Lord Teton is going to have so much guard that Cake's, even with the mummies, he's probably going to struggle to get hits. And yeah, like Cake is lacking the really hardcore removal because his whites both got stat ups instead of piling on. I mean,
two mummies with guard, you've got the strength, but he's got his own strength 5 and he's got enough guard. I don't think the mummies are gonna be a very big roadblock.
Yeah,
just gonna put 2 players next to him and knock him down, move past.
That's the thing. He's got so much guard and when mummies go down, that kind of takes him out of the half because they're just so slow.
You get him out of position and you knock him down one turn, and if it's not not in a good spot for you to just stand up and be okay next turn, then it's going to snowball. They'll be out of position 2-3 turns. And Lord Titan's got enough tackle. He's even got the agi dude. I don't see the fast plays coming out of the ghouls here, especially since he's only got 3. He's got enough money to pick up a 4th if he wants, but a rookie ghoul is not going to be terribly great against block, tackle, palm.
Yeah, I'm saying the one X factor Cake does have here is whatever his level ups are. If he got something really good, then it's possible.
How good would he have to roll? I mean, Agi's 5. Maybe you could make a pass play with that.
I would think more of the Vamp Ghoul if he got strength 4.
If he got strength, I could see that too.
Yeah, just the Orcs have a lot of strength, but they're not going to be able to bring a lot of strength against a Ghoul.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't get your guard because it's tied up in the scrum, and then he makes a break for it, and he's strength 4, maybe you get a 1-die on the Ghoul, and maybe that's the best he can get, and maybe you pull through.
Yeah.
But he might not roll strength, he might just roll sidestep or something. Either way, I'm going to call it for the Orcs here.
Same.
Sons of Same.
Sons of same.
Because he's already got the strength 4 ball carrier at least.
Yeah, exactly. Um, let's shift. We're talking about a different orc team now. Greeny Weenies versus Rotterhood. How do you feel about this matchup?
Greeny Weenies aren't as good of orcs, and what was it, Torture Club, or was it Rotterhood? Okay.
Rotterhood. Well,
Rotterhood's
not really that much killier, but
the actual Torture Club. I forgot about that.
Yeah, quote unquote killier Nurgle. Although I don't know how much that holds.
You see, Nurgle and orcs are nearly the same team, stat wise. If you pick, all the same positionals, orcs have more armor. Nurgle have more bullshit mutations and then access to claw. And I don't know. They're very similar teams. They're both slow, both bash focused. I don't think Holes has anywhere near enough guard to stop, especially with 2 being out for this match. He's going to have 2 guard. He's not going to have enough to stop.
Well, those 2 will come back because he hasn't played his game this week.
Oh, that's
yet,
true.
So,
well, he potentially could have 2 out. Potentially could have all of it. That's fine.
So they are quote unquote safe to face the claw.
Yeah, they'll definitely come back next week.
Yeah, but the rest of his team may not.
Even if they do, though, he's only tied for guard, and then if claw fires, orcs don't like that.
Yeah, at least
there's no palm, so it's nice.
That is nice, but Claw Mighty Blow will still remove orcs.
My opinion is Claw Mighty Blow is enough on its own. We can just let the game get nerfed somehow to make things better, because Claw Palm is a little too much, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Claw Palm and natural 1-turners, get that shit out of my game.
I'm thinking of a path to victory for Holes, and it is going to be he can remove all the Pestigores early and just kind of remove Galactic's ability to actually win the game. But
he's got a dirty player that might be secret key. He's going to have a lot of inducements. He gets
dirty player and Palmer got to put in a shift. But
he's got a chance. It's not done at character select basically, but you got a shot here.
I still think it's going to be Torture Club or Rotterhood.
Yeah.
Same. I'm going to mix these guys up so much.
Jackson Baldwins versus Crawdad. Let's see here.
This would have been a much more exciting and close matchup before Jackson's and Baldwin lost 3 of their best players for this week.
I agree. Humans mostly can keep up the speed as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to worry about any strip ball shenanigans. Not that he would with a human thrower anyway, but just in case you get it on a catcher or something. Not a problem. Wrestle tackle being out, that's probably the biggest issue. He's got another one, but it's not nearly as good as the War Answer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a win for Rocklob Strosity.
Yeah, I think
these humans they're gonna go on a tear, finally facing some elves, and elves that are on a shit spot. It's gonna be blood in the water.
This is one of those games that Wood Elf coaches fear, where this could kickstart a death spiral if he's not careful. So,
indubitably, no rest for the weary. Get back on the field.
Oof.
Revenge of the referees, boner boys.
Ooh.
Let me see.
This is tough because on the one hand, I actually do think this Khemri team stacks up reasonably well against the Chaos.
Yeah.
Especially since it's only 1 Claw Mighty Blow, since the other one's out.
It's got 2 guard, 3 guard, not bad.
Yeah, 3 guard helps, but then the Khemri have...
the Khemri are Khemri.
They've got
4 strength 4 and their own 3 guard, and they've got a Palmer.
Yeah, it's...
I'd like to see a dirty player eventually. Oh wait, there's one at the top. He's out of position. Never mind.
He's dirty player.
Sneaky get. Yeah. There you go.
I think Prozoc said he put him as position 1 because he's been low-key the best player on the team for a while now. So
he's got that solid jersey. I'd like to see the Khemri win here because I do like seeing Chaos get punched a bit. It's always ironic to me.
Yeah. but at the same time, just going off of record up to this point, and also going off of the fact that I got burned by picking against Captain Bubsy last week, I think I got to pick Captain Bubsy this week.
You know, that's a good point, but I think I'm still gonna go with the Khemri.
Yeah. All right, that's actually good because we finally disagree on something. So, also 130 said one of the deaths, one of his deaths was caused by wood. So.
Okay.
Skeleton's a killer.
There you go. Pro elves versus, I forgot, conquering their fears.
That would be the high elves.
How do I keep forgetting this? We talk about him every week. He's on top.
That's an elf.
It's just such an unassuming high elf name. It just doesn't.
Yep.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. You got good elves versus shit elves, and one of them's got a lot more stat-ups than the other. One of them's got a lot more wins than the other.
Yeah, I mean, when with the exception of dark elves, a lot of the elf teams tend to play sort of similar. Obviously, different flavors, but you know, they're all trying to do agi shit and score a lot and not take attrition. And one of these teams is just way better developed to do that than the other.
One of them actually has a Palmer, and the other one doesn't even have Mighty Blow. But the problem there is that Palmer does not have tackle. He's got 6,
and there's a lot of dodge on both sides.
5 blodge.
So
that might not be enough. Those 5 players, if they're the only ones who survive because they've got dodge, I don't see this being a win for Mr. Spicosaurus.
It all depends on what his inducements end up being. He will get a wizard plus any star player he wants, which will probably be Eldril.
Wizard could be very clutch, or it could just be a freaking fluke.
However, let's see it's Spicosaurus' stadium. What's his stadium enhancement?
I'm a magician shop, so there definitely will be a wizard.
He
should probably get rid of that. Actually,
yeah, I would get rid of the inducement. And
you don't want to give the high elves a wizard.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. They've both got
I mean,
but
I guess
Spic gets to pick. You won't get that back for a very long time, but
yeah, it's tough in an Eternal League. Like, you may not want to do that, but
do you play for getting a win finally and marring 130's face with a loss or a draw even?
Yeah,
I don't know. If you're playing for this game, you get rid of it. If you're playing for the future, you probably keep it.
Yeah. So
okay.
Given that they both have wizards, I feel much more secure in saying conquering your fears.
Spicosaurus doesn't have a strip ball either. If he did, then it could be a draw, but he doesn't. Since I only brought that up because conquering your fears is out there thrower this game.
Yeah. If Ebony takes strip ball, I guess, but
that's right. He's got a level up.
That would be kind of a goofy level up for Ebony to take, though.
Would be a bit meme. Be a bit that'd be a little bit CCL Champs Cup kind of. That's how you level up, because your next game you're dead. But anyway, I think we talked about that enough. We're both apparently voting for 130 here.
Yeah.
Very last, Tocher Club Bark Brothers.
Ooh.
I kind of want to wait to see what happens with Bark Brothers winning this first Nurgle matchup. Let's see if you can.
This is tough because Torture Club have got a lot of agility themselves. Torture Club also have tackle, claw palmer. They have 3 tackle on their goats, so there's a lot of ability to knock elves over.
He's even got his own Agi 4 leaper. Just jumps in, does shit.
It's a better leaper than... Well, no, because both of Zug's dancers are Agi 5 and cheating. But
everybody 2+ leaps today, bitch.
Yep. So this is my game to watch for the week.
I agree.
Just due to the amount of Agi silliness that's going to happen, but...
It's going to be fun. Although, which one was it? Sons of Sam and The undead versus the good orcs versus the undead. That's going to be really fun. Slugfest to watch too.
Yeah, I feel bad calling Holes the bad orcs. I think he should be the
No, it's the good orcs and
the almost
the
as
greeny
good
weenies. Let's just leave it at that.
orcs.
The needs a little bit more developed orc.
Yeah, so I think this is going to come down to just the fact that the Wood Elves, despite being really well developed with what they have at best 9 players. I guess Zug could blow his bank and get 2 more, but I think he's saving his bank in case something valuable dies.
Wood Elves get a lot of inducements. Where's the stadium at? Stadium's at Bark Brothers Club. Squid Sandwich, yes. So there's not going to be any fouling, which is good for Bark.
Mm-hmm. Zug definitely ate a rock at some point in the past. I've found everybody who has that stadium enhancement.
Did I get the wrong?
They get it because they get a rock.
That cancels rock and
bribes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. My bad. I was thinking the opposite, where referee rest stand gives you a bribe. For some reason I thought it was one or the other. I don't know, whatever. Nobody cares. Who do we vote for? I'd like to vote for Zug because I think he's a good coach.
Yeah, I think I'm voting for Truk, though. I think just...
Not to say that Truk isn't a good coach.
No, yeah, but...
Although, wait a minute. What did you see? 18, 8, and 14. That's not great. Although, I mean, early days Nurgle. He's not in early days anymore. He's going to start picking up the wins more consistently.
Yeah. Truk's got the tools to deal with Wood Elves, in my opinion, and Zug just doesn't have the players to stand up to any sort of attrition.
Agi5 is still Agi5, though, especially on War Dancers. This is a tough one to call, and I love it.
Torture Club can score quickly, though. They've got Agi of their own. They can air it out if they need to. They can leap over screens. They can do all sorts of nasty stuff.
This is
a tough one.
Very tough, because I was going to mention the one-turner. Although, I mean, Disturbing Presence kind of shits all over one-turn attempts.
Yeah.
It's hard. He's only got 2 tackle. He's got a Claw Palmer, though. That's 1 tackler. That's all he really need. Man. The Beast's going to be... If the Beast can hold on to some players... He's going to get trapped and put in a position that the Wood Elves can't do anything. He's even got a dirty player Rotter for if a War Dancer ever hits the dirt, he's not getting back up.
Yeah, man. No, this is...
I really want to give it to the Wood Elves because you know Wood Elves with Agi, 2 Agi5, 3 Agi5. Jeez Louise, can just do bullshit. But, I mean, Agi5 in Disturbing Presence isn't actually that bad.
It's tough.
I'm gonna stick with my gut. I'm gonna go with Zug, and I'll let you
sounds
pick
good.
Truk.
Have a little additional.
We got 2 disagreements this week.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to go to marriage counseling soon.
I know, right? Let's see.
Well, that's our predictions.
Taking a quick look at the leaderboard again. Just thinking now that we've kind of got 4 teams at the cream of the crop, so to speak, with 130, Captain Bubsy, Galactic, and Lord Teton as our top 4.
So I'm predicting 2 people to come out of the bottom, finally get their wins in Boner Boys and Mighty Zug here.
Yeah.
And you're doubling down on what's already deciding to be in the top half of the league.
So the interesting thing here is Golgothan. If he wins like I predicted him to, he's top 5. Like he ties Teton.
Which
so
I kind of expect him to do. He's known for getting some bullshit off every now and then.
Well, he's a former Div 1 coach, so he clearly got there on merit.
I remember him being a little shit play and watching it. It's like, damn it, Golgotha got more wins. Gotta make sure he gets out of contention so it's easier for me, etc.
Yeah, man.
But I only play him once every 13 weeks. I can't really unpack that too much.
Yeah. Also, it seems like killing his team doesn't matter.
No. His important players survive. Being Gary friendly. And whether the gutters survive or not, it doesn't matter. He's going to get more good ones because gutters are already good. They just need one level up. Boom, there you go. And then sometimes they get movement.
Yeah.
And break the game like the little shitheads they are.
Yeah, Gibbons the third. If he was in my div, he'd be heavily bountied.
Look at the naming scheme there. Each got runners at least 3, and then Brandon over here. He's on number 9.
Yeah, Brandon's kind of a cursed name. I bet Golgothan's cursing naming this one Brandon the 9th after he got another movement up.
A bit old.
Yeah.
This feels bad to look at though because Golgothan is better than this team's record. 39-24, 53 losses.
Yeah.
I feel bad pointing that out. I'm just going to come over here to the club. Hey, look, he's got a referee rest area. I agree with that.
Yep.
Because, you gotta run with the meme that is Gary friendly.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually, well, I wonder if he'll ever make it to level 6 or if he's just going to be on the sidelines for the rest of his career because he keeps getting sent off or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Also, Brandon's not the oldest player on the team. Check out Bernie Fustarillo, the 12th.
They're very well known that rats on Skaven just align in our paper and.
Yep. Gary has played 114 matches, 130, without so much as a niggle.
I mean, even more shocking to look at. Everyone, he's a lineman, yeah. He survived. Look at everybody else. And then Gary Friendly has no Roman nomenclature behind his name. Nope. He lives. He's the one who lives, and that's why.
I don't know if I would be sad or excited if we were presiding over this division.
If we got to cast I might have to do a little memorial thing.
Yeah.
I probably won't because I'm lazy in editing, but we could at the very least put on some music, highlight this player, and.
Well, at the very least, we should put on the replay to the point where Gary Friendly bites the dust.
I'm gonna take a picture just in case. Beep bop boop bop beat it boop. Anyway, right. I guess that's one of the 2 teams we're gonna look at this week is Golgothans.
Trying to think who else we haven't looked at yet. We really should be keeping better track of this. Have we looked at the Camry yet?
Let's look at the Camry. I don't think we have.
Yeah, let's look at the Camry. So Prozoc's boner boys.
You've got a mini Gary Friendly here in wood.
Yeah, it's a meme skeleton.
He's only got, a little over less than 100 games less than him. He's like 75 games less or something, but
yeah. And he's taken one more stat bust. So
doesn't have wrestle kick.
He'll get there. He's got time.
Yeah. With G1, you're going to score all the touchdowns.
Yeah. But meme players aside, though, it's a nice squadron of Tomb Guardians here. They're all healthy.
2 block.
The weakest one has block, so
that's good enough. Time. Even though you don't have Mighty Blow, you've got block. That's going to net you some casualties on its own.
Exactly. 2 break tackle is nice, so they can actually get out of dangerous situations if they need to.
I like the
throw raws are great.
It's a good early-ish pickup.
Yeah.
I think with full salute here, you want to go stand firm next, and then maybe break tackle because block, stand firm, strength 5 is good.
Very good.
Just good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
good development of throwers.
They're fine. They're no doubles or fun things, but. I'm pretty happy. I'd be pretty happy with where they are.
I wonder if DNA Rifle gets wrestle next. That'd be kind of funny. That'd be a little meme, but I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he gave him.
You probably give him leader, but
yeah, that's true. Actually, normally you'd think one of the throw raws would be leader and would just be like the support throw raw to stand in the back.
With 70k team rerolls, this is the most bang for your buck you can get at a leader. And then we've got a Corn Diver, who's just a rookie Blitzraw, and the other one who's good.
Yep. Clam Digger just got the palm, or the piling on, as of last game. So, and then I don't know how I feel about the plus agility on the skeleton.
Just in time. It's the only IG3 on the whole team. So it's like investing a bit early in a player that's not great right now, but it could become something clutch.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's a movement 5 skeleton.
A little bloaty, 100k for a
Yeah.
40k piece, but
You know, he still is worse at picking up the ball than the throw raws are technically.
he's the receiving threat. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he is actually.
I mean, if you punch your hole downfield, you get your whole team moving up, and then you only need to be, you have 7 turns to get within 5 tiles of the end zone. So
yeah, he might not necessarily be a pass threat, but he's certainly a handoff threat if he's like the front corner of a cage or something. Yeah. I'm coming around to this. I can see this.
Not the worst shit in the world, like an agi up Minotaur or something, but
yeah. Mr. Christie also making the point that it's essentially backup throw raw, so it's a third throw raw. If things are going real bad.
I mean, if you roll a normal again, you can just give him sure hands, and then he's the best throw raw, number 1.
Yeah, then he's just a movement busted throw raw.
It doesn't even require any special shit. He doesn't need a move up. He doesn't need agi 4. It's fine.
Yeah,
good player.
It's good. Right. But yeah, overall, nice team.
That's all I got to say about that. Thought you were gonna keep talking. Whoops.
Well, do you wanna cover one more player or team, or I think we've covered pretty much everyone at this point.
It's 3 weeks. We've covered how many did we cover the first week?
See, we should really write this down.
We've covered the high elves. We've covered. I don't think we've covered chaos.
You wanna take a look at chaos?
I don't think we've covered Nurgle. We've covered both the orcs because we're orc fanboys.
Yep. We definitely covered the flings, the skaven, the humans.
Wait, we did cover the humans?
Pretty sure we covered the humans.
We covered the humans. I don't think we've covered either Nurgle or the chaos.
Yeah, so.
We covered Nooms' boring wood elves because I thought that was funny to look at. Stat list, double list, wood elves. With that many level ups, none of them. That's almost more unlikely.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 130. Yeah, I think we only got the kill teams left to cover.
All right. Well, if you're out there and we haven't covered you and we said we had or something, you guys will let us know, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, shout at us.
And then we'll be like, hey, here you get a special something. We'll look at your team for more than 20 seconds. Unless it's boring. Sorry. Your team is boring.
Hey, I thought we covered Nooms pretty well for a team that was all normals.
I mean, he still got all the options, or he did. He's got a few less options now, but yeah, I think I'm good. I think we're gonna wrap it up there.
Sounds good.
Parting goodbyes.
Yeah.
Don't get shot, everybody. Mr. Christie. Take care of Twiggy. He is too good for you. Too good for anyone. It's not a jab. None of us deserve Twiggy. He's beautiful.
Yeah, no, Twiggy is a wonderful player, and I hope he has many future games to just murder opposing teams by himself.
And before he gets to the playoffs, all of Mr. Christie's team is destroyed by Bleeding Hippie or something, and then Twiggy's the last man standing, and the bastard that Chorf players are decide not to leave well enough alone on turn 16, and they just claw upon the tree into dead. Or Apple being burned too early.
Or Mr. Christie has to set up with Twiggy in overtime.
Maybe.
As the only player. And then it's touchback, so he gets the ball. And
more likely is...
walks down the field.
We'd have a highlight of that every week just as the intro. It's just Twiggy slowly walking, patched together. Like it's one turn. He's just doing his own one turn. Just... bap, 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 bap through people. That'd be great.
Oh my god, it would be so good.
Yeah. Or more likely a unskilled dark elf rookie takes red dice against Twiggy, rolls 2 pows into dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, feels bad.
Yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in, man. We appreciate having people for us to talk at. Otherwise, we'd just be, shouting into an empty room. So.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to end it here. Set the YouTube will be up not too long from now. I'll link that. And have a good one. Don't get shot.